Hey, Valentine's Day is coming up and restaurants we know are going to be packed. So if you want to make a steakhouse meal at home, we've got you covered. Jackie Madill with the Washington Beef Commission is here. Good morning. What are we cooking up? Hi.
Good morning. Well, we are going to just cover some of the basics of whipping up a really wonderful, really perfect steakhouse style steak. And it's possible to do it at home. We love our steakhouses. We want everyone to go support our local restaurants. But at the same time, sometimes it's going to be really hard to get a reservation. Sometimes they have set menus. And honestly, it can be a really expensive outing. So if you can make a really beautiful meal at home and show the ones you love how much you love them with steak, we say go for it. Because steak is a love language. If you don't believe me, just ask me.
All right, so what kind of cuts?
Okay, so we have lots of options in the meat case. And honestly, you could just go with your favorite grilling steak. That's always going to be a successful steak to cook inside in the wintertime when you have the use of a handy dandy cast iron skillet. So what I did is I picked up a couple different steaks here that I think that we should showcase. So this is a New York strip. Everyone is very familiar with this. This is a classic summertime steak. It's got a nice lip of fat, but it's actually a really lean steak internally. It's got lots of super beefy flavor. It pairs nicely with a tenderloin if you're trying to kind of accommodate portions for different members sitting at your dinner table. And pro tip, if you put these two together, this would actually be a T-bone steak. So there would just be a bone that teased through the middle of this. So if you don't want to buy two separate steaks, you can buy a T-bone and cook it all at once, which I think is awesome. The other really traditional grilling steak and celebration steak is a ribeye, and they come super thick cut from your butcher. You can cut one of these in half, or you can sweetheart cut it, which I've showed you guys how to do before. It's so easy. You just take your sharpest knife in the kitchen and slice right through this bad boy. And it's so cute for Valentine's Day because, you know, sweetheart steak. You cut it almost all the way to the center, and then you peel it open, and you end up with, gotta make the divot in my heart. You end up with a heart-shaped steak, which is just adorable, right?
Yeah.
Then I've got a budget-friendly tip, because I know how expensive steak is in the grocery store. The flat iron steak, which kind of looks like a flank steak, is a really affordable, widely available steak. And actually, this is the most tender muscle on the carcass. So this is a super tender steak that's got tons of beefy flavor, but it's going to be tender just like this perfect little filet mignon or tenderloin. And again, you can kind of cut it into portion sizes. So especially if you're feeding the whole family a steak dinner, this is really, really ideal. But the process for making a great steakhouse steak is creating that crust on the outside and juicy tenderness on the inside. So that's where a cast iron skillet comes in handy. So I just have a well-seasoned classic cast iron skillet. I use this guy a lot. I don't wash him a lot. I season him a lot. Look it up. There's a lot of different ways to do that. But when I'm cooking with a cast iron skillet on my stovetop, all I want to do is get a smoking hot skillet. So I would do a little bit of olive oil, and we just drizzle it in there, and we put it on our highest flame, your hottest burner, and you let it go until you see smoke starting to waft up out of your pan. In the meantime, you would just season your steak. I go with classic salt and pepper. Keep it simple. Let the beef be beef, right? So we'd season her up, and we would just drop this. Don't drop it. Be careful. Don't splatter yourself. Lay it into that oil and just let it sear. Let that steak be for a few minutes. Then you're going to flip it over. I would add just a few mushrooms. You know, I'd put some mushrooms on either side, maybe a little pat of butter, and you're going to slide this freshly flipped steak right into, again, a smoking hot. This might be smoky when I open it because I'm cooking a steak in here for you. Woo. A smoking hot oven. Woo. Hot, hot, hot. And you end up with just a really beautiful sizzling steak.
Jackie, that
And
looks
just
so
like
good.
a steakhouse, it's all crusted on the outside.
So
It's
good.
just beautiful.
Well, Jackie, thank you so much, and happy Valentine's Day. Hey, for more information, you can visit wabeef.org. Wow.